welcome to Math Quiz. In this video, we have to discuss maximization assignment problem in detail. Sometimes the assignment problem may deal with maximization of objective function instead of minimization. So if it is maximization, then we have to convert that into minimization before we make use of Hungarian algorithm. How we have to transform this to maximization to minimization? For that, we have to use two of the methods. Either by subtracting all elements from the largest element of the matrix or by multiplying the matrix elements by -1, we can convert the maximization problem to minimization. But most probably we have to prefer this method to convert maximization assignment problem to its minimization. That is by subtracting all the elements from the highest element of the matrix. Then the remaining procedure is as it is that we have followed in case of minimization type. Let's now move on to an example. There are 5 jobs and 5 machines. Any machine can process any job with the resulting profit in rupees is given in the cost matrix here. Then what is the maximum profit that may be expected if an optimum assignment is made? So instead of the objective is minimization, here it is of maximization. So first we have to convert this matrix. This matrix is not, if the objective function is of maximization, then this matrix is nothing but our profit matrix. So we have to convert this profit matrix to loss matrix. That is by subtracting all cost elements from the highest element of the matrix. Here look at the values of the cost elements. Here the highest cost element is 41. In 2 positions we have 41. So we have to convert this profit matrix to loss matrix by subtracting the highest element, that is 41, from the cost elements. So we have to convert this profit matrix into opportunity loss matrix by subtracting all cost elements from the highest cost element 41 of the given matrix. We get, since 41 is the highest element, we have to subtract 41 minus 32, we have 9. So 41 minus 38, 3. 41 minus 40, 1. 41 minus 28, 13. 41 minus 40, 1. Likewise for the second row, 41 minus 40, 1. 41 minus 24, 17. 41 minus 28, 13. 41 minus 21, 20. 41 minus 36, 5. Next 41 minus 41, 0. 41 minus 27, 14. 41 minus 33, 8. 41 minus 30, 11. And 41 minus 37, 4. For fourth row, 41 minus 22, 19. 41 minus 38, 3. 41 minus 41, 0. 41 minus 36, 5. Again 41 minus 36, we have 5. And for the last row, 41 minus 29, 12. 41 minus 33, 8. 41 minus 41. 41 minus 35, 6. And 41 minus 39, 2. So now we convert, this is our profit matrix, to loss matrix. So for this profit matrix, our objective function is maximization. But for this loss matrix, the objective function is minimization. If the objective function is of minimization, then only we make use of Hungarian method to find the optimum assignment schedule. That's why we have to convert this profit matrix to loss matrix, and then we make use of the Hungarian method to proceed further. So if we have to use the Hungarian method, there are 2 things we have to check initially: whether the given function is of maximization first, second one if it is balanced or unbalanced. If it is balanced, then only we go to the directly step 1 of Hungarian method. So the given matrix is converted into minimization type. That is, now our objective function for this last matrix is of minimization. And also look at the cos matrix. It is a 5 by 5 matrix, isn't it? It has 5 rows and 5 columns, which means number of rows is equal to number of columns. That type of problem is nothing but our balanced assignment problem. If the number of rows is equal to number of columns, then that is balanced. So now the cos matrix, their objective function is of minimization type, and also the given matrix is also a balanced one. Then now we make use of Hungarian method to proceed further. So as a step 1, what we are going to do here is, we have to check whether each row has at least one 0 element. Look at the first row, it doesn't have any 0 element. If so, we have to pick up the minimum element from each row and subtract it from corresponding row entries. So the minimum element in the first row is 1. Look at the second row, it doesn't have 0 element. So we have to pick up the minimum elements. 1 is the minimum element. Third row has a 0 element, so leave this. Fourth row also has a 0 element, leave this. And the last row doesn't have any 0 element, so pick up the minimum element, so that's 1. So if it doesn't have any 0, we have to subtract minimum elements of its row from its corresponding row entries. So we have to write down the row minimum for each row. First and second row has the minimum element 1, 1, whereas the third and fourth row has 0 elements, so leave this, and the last row has minimum element 1. Now we have to subtract this minimum elements from its row elements. So let me start with the first row. 9 minus 1, 8, 3 minus 1, 2, 1 minus 1, 0, 13 minus 1, 12, 1 minus 1, 0. Next for the second row, 1 minus 1, 0, 17 minus 1, 16, 13 minus 1, 12, 20 minus 1, 19, 5 minus 1, 4. Next for the third row, we have to write down the third row elements as it is, since it has 0 elements already. So 0, 14, 8, 11, 4. Likewise, write down the fourth row element also as it is, 19, 3, 0, 5, 5. And we have to subtract 1 from last row elements. 12 minus 1, 11, 8 minus 1, 7, 1 minus 1, 0, 6 minus 1, 5, 2 minus 1, 1. After this, what we are going to do here is, we have to check it along column wise too, whether each column has at least one 0 element or not. For that, now, this is our step 2. Look at the first column, it doesn't have 0 element or 0 element. It has a 0 element, so leave this. Second column, it doesn't have any 0 element, so pick up the minimum element. 2 is the minimum element. Look at the third column that has 0 element. Leave this. Fourth column doesn't have 0 element, so we have to pick up the minimum element 5. And last column also has 0 element, so leave this. So we write down the column minima. So 2 and 5. We have to subtract 2 from second column elements and 5 from fourth column elements. Let me write down the first column as it is, since it has already 0 element, 8, 0, 0, 19, 11. So let me subtract 2 from second column elements. 2 minus 2, 0, 16 minus 2, 14, 14 minus 2, 12, 3 minus 2, 1, 7 minus 2, 5. Write down the third column element as it is, since it has 0 element. 0, 12, 8, 0, 0. And for the fourth column elements, we have to subtract 5. 12 minus 5, 7. 19 minus 5, 14. 11 minus 5, 6. 5 minus 5, 0 and 0. Here itself. Here we have 5 2. And write out the last column element as it is, since it has 0 element. 0, 4, 4, 5, 1. Now each row and each column has at least one 0 element. Now the matrix is ready for making assignments. So how we are going to make an assignment is, first we have to write down the number of zeros in each row first in the outside of the matrix. So first has 3 0 elements, second row has 1 0 element, third row also has 1 0 element, whereas the fourth row and fifth row has 2 0 elements. So no need to write down the number of 0 elements outside of this matrix. So always keep in mind that we have to give our first assignment for the row which has less number of zeros compared with other rows. So for that I have to choose the second or third row as my first assignment. Either I have to choose the second row first or third row first, since it has only 1 0 elements. Now I am going to give my first assignment at this position. After making assignment, cross the remaining 0 elements in the same column and also row wise. So column wise it has only 1 0. So cross this 0 element. Row wise it doesn't have any 0 element. Now we move on to the fourth and fifth row, since it has 2 0 elements, whereas the first row has 3 0 elements. So I am going to give my first assignment for the fourth row. I am going to make assignment at this position. So after making assignment, cross the remaining 0 element in the same row and column. And the last assignment I am going to give it here, because it has only 1 0. After making assignment, cross the remaining 0 elements in the same row and column. Now let's now move on to the first row. Here it has 2 positions. I am going to make assignment either at this position or this position. Arbitrarily I have to choose this position for making assignment and cross the remaining 0 element in the same row and column. After making assignment, check whether each row and each column has exactly one assignment or not. First row has an assignment, whereas second row also has an assignment, whereas third row doesn't have any assignment. Fourth and fifth row has an assignment. So which means the current assignment is not optimal. So we move on to next step. So in this next step, what we are going to do is we have to draw a minimum number of lines to cover all 0 elements. For that, mark the row which doesn't have any assignment. So the third row doesn't have any assignment, so mark this row. This is our first step. After marking this row, look at, is there any 0 element? Here there is 0 element. If so, you mark this corresponding column. This is your second step. After marking this column, look at the elements in the column and check is there any assignment. So there is an assignment at this position. If so, you mark this corresponding row. This is your third step. So mark the row which doesn't have any assignment. So in this row, if there is a 0 element, then mark this corresponding column. So in this column, if there is an assignment, you mark that corresponding row. After this, we have to draw a straight line through all unmarked rows. Unmarked rows and marked column. So you have to draw a straight line through unmarked rows. Since second and third row are marked rows, so leave this and draw a straight line through first, fourth and fifth rows. And first column alone a marked column, so you have to draw a straight line through first column elements alone. So draw a straight line through unmarked row and marked column. So this gives the minimum number of straight lines which cover all 0 elements. Now, what we are going to do is, we have to pick up the minimum elements from all uncovered elements. These are all the elements which are not covered by any of the straight lines. So among this, we have to choose the minimum element. So the minimum element is 4. We have 4 at 2 positions. So we have to subtract 4 from the uncovered elements and we have to add this minimum element to the point of intersection of the straight lines. So at these three positions we have to add 4 and from these elements we have to subtract 4 and write down the remaining elements as it is. Let me now subtract 4 from all uncovered elements. Okay. Now 14 minus 4 for the second row, 10, 12 minus 4, 8, 14 minus 4, 10, 4 minus 4, 0. For the third row, 12 minus 4, 8, 8 minus 4, 4, 6 minus 4, 2 and 4 minus 4, 0. And then we have to add this minimum element to the point of intersection of the straight lines. So for the first row at this position 8 plus 4 12 and fourth row at this position we have to add 19 plus 4 23 and for the fifth row at this position we have to add 11 plus 4 15 and we have to write down the remaining elements as it is. So for the first row we have 0 0 7 0. For the second row here we have 4 0 and third row at this position we have 0. And for the fourth row we have 9, 0, 0, 5. And for the last row at this position we have 5, 0, 0, 1. Now we have to make an assignment. For that as usual we have to write down the minimum elements of each row first. So first row has 3 0 elements, second row has 2 0 element, third row has 2 0 element, whereas the fourth row has 2 0 element and the last row has 2 0 element. So always keep in mind that we have to give our first assignment for the row which has less number of zeros compared with other. Here the second, third, fourth and fifth row all of them have 2 0 elements. So we have to prefer any one of them arbitrarily and start with our first assignment. Now I am going to make an assignment for the second row. Second row we have two possibilities. Either I make an assignment here or here. So I choose this position for making assignment. So after making assignment, cross the remaining 0 elements in the same row and column 2. So after making my first assignment, second row, third row has now only 1 0 element. So I am going to give my next assignment for the third row. So at this position I make an assignment. So after making assignment, cross the remaining 0 elements in the same row and column. Next, first row also has 2 0 element, fourth row has 2 0 and fifth row has 2 0 element. We have to choose any one of them arbitrarily. I have to choose the fourth row first. So fourth row I have two options for making assignment. Either I make an assignment at this position or at this position. Arbitrarily I have to choose this position for making assignment. After making assignment, cross the remaining 0 elements in the same row and column. Column means it has 2 0 elements. So cross this element. Now the last row has only 1 0 element, whereas the first row also has only 1 0 element. So I am going to make assignment for the last row first. So at this position I am going to make assignment. After making assignment, cross the remaining zeros in the same row and column. So doesn't have any 0 elements. Now let's come to the first row. We have only one possibilities. So we make an assignment at this position. After making assignment, check whether it has any 0 elements in the same row and column. It doesn't have any 0 elements. So making assignment is over. So after making assignment is check whether each row has exactly 1 0 assignment. Whether each row has exactly one assignment or not. Here look at the first row that has an assignment. Second row also has an assignment. Third row has an assignment at this position. Fourth and fifth row also has an assignment. Like column wise too, you have to check. First column has an assignment. Second, third, fourth and fifth column also have an assignment. So which means we arrive at an optimum assignment schedule. So the optimum assignment schedule for the given problem is 1 to B. That is job 1 is assigned with machine B. 2 to A. That is 2 to A. Second job with machine A. And third with E. Fourth with C. And fifth with D. So after find out the optimum assignment schedule, we have to find out the original cost associated with this position to find out the profit associated with this matrix. This is nothing but our last matrix, but the given problem is of maximization type, that is a profit matrix is given. So we have to calculate the maximum profit associated with this optimum schedule. For that we need the original cost associated with this position. So for that let us look at the given profit matrix. So this is a given profit matrix. So we have to convert this profit matrix to loss matrix, and using the Hungarian assignment algorithm we arrive this matrix to find the optimum assignment schedule. Now we have to find out the original cost associated with these positions. So 1 to B we have 38, 2 to A 40, 3 to E 37, 4 to C 41, 5 to D 35. So adding all these values together we get the maximum profit associated with this assignment schedule, that is 38 plus 40 plus 37 plus 41 plus 35. So adding all these values together we get 191. So for the given problem, the optimum assignment schedule is 1 to B, 2 to A, 3 to E, 4 to C and 5 to D with the maximum profit of rupees 191. So these are all the other optimum schedules you have arrived for this problem, because while making assignment we have two possibilities. So either one of them I have to choose, we have to leave the remaining one. Suppose if you choose the other one you get the optimum schedules like this. So for the same problem, so this is one of the optimum assignment schedule you have arrived. So for that, if you make assignment, that is if you are having, for example, while making assignment for the fourth row I have two possibilities. Either I make an assignment at this position or this position. So I choose this position. Suppose if you choose this position, so definitely the optimum assignment schedule may vary, but the optimum cost associated with that is same for all cases. You get the same maximum profit for all the other optimum schedules like this. So only the schedules alone may vary, but the assignment cost should be the same for all cases. So these are all the other possibilities you may get while making assignment for this problem. And I will give you one more problem for your practice. So take this problem and work out well. So this gives you more insight about how to solve the problems under maximization type of assignment problem. So this is a balanced assignment problem, but it is of maximization type. So you have to convert first this profit matrix to loss matrix. For that you have to pick up the highest cost element. Here the highest cost element is, look at the matrix elements. So here the highest cost element is 16 is the highest cost element. So you have to subtract 16 from all elements. Definitely this profit matrix, this is a profit matrix. Since the objective function is of maximization type, it is a profit matrix. So you have to convert this profit matrix to loss matrix. Then after row and column reduction, you have to, that is, check whether each row and each column has at least one zero element. If it is not, you have to choose a row minima and column minima to subtract from row entries and column entries. Then you make an assignment and arrive the optimum assignment schedule. Whatever may be the assignment schedule you have arrived, so you get the maximum profit of 61. So this is for your practice work. Do it well. So this gives you more insight about how to solve the problems under maximization type of assignment problem. Hope you got a clear idea about how to solve maximization assignment problems in detail. Thanks for watching. See you again in my next video.